Hello and good morning, everyone. I hope you are having a smashing day. Thank you for coming in. I'm checking my chats to see who's in and who's not in. Thank you so much, guys. Please drop in the chat if you're here. Say hi, say hello. Today, I'm hoping that it will be an awesome one this morning. An awesome one. Hopefully, it will be an awesome one. So, I'm just seeing how I look. I'm checking my device to see what's going on. Thank you, BB. I see you. I see you. Hey, I see you. RO. I see you, Zeph. Thank you so much, guys, for coming in. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much. I'm waiting for the rest to come in. Hopefully, they'll come in. I feel like I'm not at the right angle. Sorry, guys. That's my hand. That's my hand. As usual. Wardrobe malfunction. Okay. So start researching the movies, guys. Start researching the movies. Start researching. Actually, the first question is, what is virtual reality? Please let me know what you know about virtual reality. That's the first thing you want to do for me. Find out what virtual reality is. Yes? So drop in the comment the definition of virtual reality for me while we're waiting on everyone to come in. Drop in the comment section what virtual reality is, guys. Drop what you think. I see you, SN. Thank you so much. Guys, please thumbs me up as well and drop in the comment section what virtual reality is. And then we're going to go into our discussion about what movies had the best virtual reality. I was actually watching a movie last night and it was so awesome. It was on Netflix and it had so many it had so many virtual reality and tech stuff in there. I was like blown away. I had to watch it. I just had to watch it. Yeah, so first we want to find out what virtual reality is. Please let me know what you think virtual reality is. Oh, look at me. I can't get this lighting correct. It's ridiculous. Let me know what you think virtual reality is, guys. GA. Oh, wow. GA, I haven't seen you for time, boss man. I haven't seen you for time. I'm hoping that you actually are doing what you should be doing. Thank you, 977. I see you. I see you. I see you. I see you. So come on, guys. Drop the definition of what virtual reality is for me. as we're waiting on everyone. So today, the discussion is going to be on virtual reality and the best virtual reality you've ever seen, and what movie you think had the best virtual reality in it. But first, we want to find out what virtual reality is. So we want some definition. I have some good people in the house, some great people in the house. So now tell me what you think virtual reality is. That's how I know that you're still watching me, guys. Come on. Let me know what virtual reality is. I was watching this movie last night and I was like, oh my God, I'm so blown away by this movie. It had so much great tech, so much great technology in it. Obviously, it was like between, it wasn't between worlds actually. I actually watched two movies. One had virtual reality in terms of dream, how they use tech to actually. Hello, T Mass. Okay, so Ready Player One. Okay, let's do the definition for virtual reality first. And when we do the definition for virtual reality, then we're gonna discuss our movies. So let's find out what virtual reality is. I would have stay at home, but I would have been. Oh gosh, I can't sing that song, so I don't get a copyright. So let's find out what virtual reality is. I see some people dipping in and dipping out, so I know they must be doing some. They must be actually checking for some definitions. Awesome, awesome, awesome. So let me find out what virtual reality is. Actually, virtual, what does the word virtual mean? It means not real, is it? Does it? Let me know in the comment. So, virtual reality, we want to find out what virtual reality is. And then after we discuss what virtual reality is, we're going to talk about some awesome movies that I've seen. So obviously, and then we're going to talk about what virtual reality entails. Yeah? So, virtual reality, no one's dropping in the comments what they think virtual reality is. So let's start. Virtual reality is basically, normally it's a simulation of a real world. Yes? Or it's a simulation of what real world. Oh, TMAS has something. Reality, virtual reality is a computer simulation of three-dimensional image or environment that can be interacted by people with computers. Yes, that's a great one. That's a great one. Thank you, Thomas. So basically what we're saying is a real life simulation. So it's about life, but it's not real. So it's a 3D, and you know we have 4D as well, 5D, but we're not going there yet. People are still working on it to effect that. But you have the effect of what a real life look at me on camera. Oh my God, that's not good. Yeah, so of what a real life situation is, but it's not real. It's not real. So you will see what it is like, but it's not real. Like for example, I went into, have you ever visited, like, I think it was a 4D effect that I visited. So what it is, we went to this I think it's in London. It's where we sit on a device, yeah, on a machine that acts like a ship, but it's not a ship. And we can feel water coming onto us, and we have the screen in front of us that looks like we're actually on a boat. outside the ocean, and it was like a real life feeling. Yes, so it gives the feeling of real life, a real life situation, but it's not always but it's not real life. And a lot of the times different organizations use these life-like situations to train up employees, or to train up employees, especially if they're going out into a dangerous field. They want them to have a feel of what it is first. Thank you for the thumbs up, Wisdom. Thank you, guys. I hope you're giving me thumbs up, guys. So a lot of this is coming from gamers, actually. So if you're into gaming, this is a real this is a good topic for you if you're into gaming, because a lot of gamers, Fortnite, they all kind of have this effect. If I'm right, say I'm right. If I'm not right, I know T-Max is in the house and he's a gamer. So discuss it with us. Tell us what's going on in the gaming world in terms of VR. I am going to do another topic of VR. But for now, that will be VR in gaming. So I want you to help lead this conversation for me. I don't see anybody dropping anything in the comments so far of what virtual reality is. Hey said, I don't think I will be able to answer because I am watching just horror movies. Oh, you're only watching horror movies? No, but I tell you what, some of those horror movies have VR in there. Trust. Thank you, HM. I see you. Hello, Wisdom. Thank you so much. You thumbs me up. Guys, please thumbs me up. Please thumbs me up. I have 12 people watching and only 10 thumbs up. Yeah, so it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what movie you're watching. Most movies nowadays have VR in there. Most movies. Because obviously some of the horror that you're watching isn't real. It's not real. How can it be real? So it's mostly, and you know, with movies, it's mostly VR that they use. It's mostly VR that they use. So Rara is in his house. Rara said a computer-generated simulation of a three-dimensional image or environment that can be interacted with in a seemingly real or physical environment. You want to say again? Okay. That's a good one, Rara. That's a good one. That's a good one. Oh, sorry, guys. Say bless you. You all should be saying bless you. You all should be saying bless you. Trust. You all should be saying bless you. Okay, so that's what it is. It's almost like a fake world, but a world that you can see, that you can experience without being in the real situation. Now, some of the dangerous job roles that would use simulation, can you drop them in the comments? I'm listening now. What are some of the dangerous job roles that you could use that would use simulation as a training opportunity? Why would they use it? There are some job roles that are very dangerous, especially if you're training to go into that field. Yes? What are some of these job roles? Oh, thank you, SN. Now give me some of the job roles that they would use simulation in, that so that the people that are training won't be able to wouldn't be in a dangerous situation or a life-threatening situation. There are so many of them wherein the job, if you go out onto the job, it's very life threatening, and you can hurt yourself and you can hurt the person training you, or you can hurt a lot of other people. What are some of the job roles that would involve using VR for training? Give me some of these job roles, guys, because now that we have a definition for what VR is. So virtual reality is a simulation of a life-like situation. It's normally generated by computing. Yes, that's why a lot of gamers tend to use it. So it's a similar, yes, and you don't forget that tech normally drives this. Yes, so tell us some of that. What are some of the job roles? Am I falling? I would have stayed at home. Come on, I need some interaction here. What are some of the dangerous job roles? Thank you, B. Bagwell. I can see you, AS. Thank you for coming. Yeah, so what are some of the job roles that would involve using simulation as a training? So let me start you off, because I think a lot of people are not paying attention. And if you're not paying attention, it means you're not dropping comments in the comment section for me to see. So come on, guys, tell me what are some of these jobs? So one of the main one, oh, thank you for that thumbs up. One of the main one that would involve a simulation of a real life situation would be becoming a pilot. No one thought of that? Becoming a pilot, that's something that is very dangerous, because you're up in the air, you're handling a machine that is very sophisticated. Hence, if you use it, if you go into that situation, it could be life-threatening. So they normally have this machine, this huge machine that you will go in and you will train in. You will train in this machine, and you will have the same lifelike situation of flying a real airplane. And you would feel like you're crashing. If you crash, you will feel like you're flying in the air. And this situation, at least you have a feeling of the situation. I see you. Only initials, please. Only initials. Even though the chat will disappear after we finish. So you need to think of, drop now, what are some of the job roles that would use simulation for training? So I gave you one, airplane pilot, because that's very dangerous. So come on, guys, think of these job roles and drop them in the chat for me. Cyberspace. Oh, cool. Someone went there. So I see cyberspace. Someone went there. Is that a job role? Cyberspace is not a job role. So what is the job role there they will be training for? Tell us, find out. But thank you for the answer. What is the job role that you'll be training to go out into cyberspace? Let us know, SN. Let us know. So I want to remember the movie that I was watching. It's called Space Scrapers. I can't remember. I'm gonna find out what the name of the movie actually. I think it's called Space Scrapers. So no one's answering. So let me say, so VR or virtual reality is a simulation of a lifelike situation that can be either dangerous to sometimes can be dangerous to a human. Will simulate it with a machine normally driven by technology. So it will give you the feel of that situation. Yes, of that lifelike situation. So some people are giving me cybersecurity. No, cybersecurity. We're talking about simulation. We're talking about virtual reality. You came in a bit late. So virtual reality is when you sit, you either use a goggle. Yes, I will show you if I can. I would show you if I can on here, but I'm not. And you put it on your face and you will feel, you won't see anything outside of that environment. So it will feel like you're in that situation, but it's driven by technology. It's a device that is giving you um yeah, but for simulation, they wouldn't do that for simulation. That means you don't understand simulation, Essen. So um you know, when you have you ever watched these movies when they're training to be pilots and they will put them into something looking like an airplane, but it's not an airplane, it does not move, and they will be flying that. Actually, I am going to take you guys, hopefully when lockdown opens up, because they have a virtual reality um what you call it, it's a virtual reality a attraction. It's in London, where you go in and you sit in these machines and you will fly the plane. It's like a game, but it will look like you're flying a plane, and it will tell you if you're flying the plane correctly or not. And some people will crash it, some people won't crash it, but you're not in a plane. So that's what simulation is, SN. It means that you are in a life-like situation that's not real. Yeah? So that's where the simulation come in. And that's why it's called virtual, because it's not real. Yeah? Okay. Let's go. So most of the job roles will be sometimes firefighters sometimes use this. Really depends on where you are. If you're flying a plane, that's another one, a airplane pilot. The army or the navy sometimes use it if you're gonna be in a submarine, just to have that sort of feeling. Then you are talking about space. What type of job role would that be? I want you to find out what job role it is that would involve you going out into space. I do not want to tell you. I want you to find out and tell me what job role would it involve for you to go out to space? What is it called? Find out for me. Uh, 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 uh. I am waiting for some answers, guys. First, you need to find out what virtual reality is, and then you're going to tell me. Yes, yes, yes. SN. Now you're getting it. So it's same like driving Formula One inside a software car isn't moving. Yes, that's what we're talking about. So like if you're gonna be training how to drive a as you say, one of those Formula One cars, you will be in a simulation, a likewise simulation where you'll be driving those. So let's move on to the movies. Let's move on to the movies. Okay. Tron. So drop the movies now, guys. This is your thing. Drop the movies with virtual reality in it now, please. It's 11 of you. So drop some movies with virtual reality in it, and you have to tell me what these movies are. Yeah? What are some of these movies with VR in it? So, Tron. I just said Tron. Awesome. Type now, right, what Tron is about so we can discuss Tron. So you are correct. Tron. Tron is a virtual reality movie. Yes. And this movie is from 2010. Yeah. American science fiction action, and it's dedicated to, it is directed by Joseph Koski. Okay, I can't pronounce that, by Joseph Kosinski. Kosinski. Okay, let's hope I did him justice. So Tron Legacy. So you have Tron and you have Tron Legacy. Hello, Dada. I can see you. I'm gonna end this in half an hour so that we can go and discuss other stuff. Okay, so we are discussing Tron. So drop some more movies, please. Ready Player. What is Ready Player about, T-Mass? So Tron is literally, they're in a fake environment, a virtual reality environment that it's a game. It's a game and they're playing to win. So that's what Tron is about. So on here I'm reading, it says it's a virtual world designer and enters. So Sam is the main character and he enters into a virtual virtual space that has become much more dangerous than his father intended. Now both father and son embark upon a life and death journey. So that's their kind of review. I did watch Tron Total Recall. Yes, gamer. Yes, yes. Awesome. So Tron is one of the most current ones so far. What about Jumanji, guys? Tell us about Jumanji. Jumanji is a VR, but let's do gamer because Salim said game. Actually, Ready Player. Thomas, I am gonna Google Ready Player. I've not watched that one. I probably have watched it and forgot what the name of it is. So is it called Ready Player? Ready Player One. Awesome. So let's see what it is. So James Halliday. Yes, so James Halliday designed a virtual reality and hides the keys to his fortune in it for a worthy player to find after his death. Wade, the teenager, sets out on a quest to find the keys and the fortune. I think I have watched that. Was it more teenagers? I think I have watched it. No, I have watched it. Definitely. I have watched it. Um I have watched it. So Ready Player One is it's a great one. It's an awesome one to watch. Um, so Ready Player One is a 2018 American science fiction action adventure film directed by Steven Spielberg from screenplay by Zach Penn and Ernest Cline. based on Klein's 2011 novel of the same name. Yes, so that's what it is. And we're just gonna talk. So they have really excellent VR in there. You can see from the images. I wish I could show you the images. Um, on here. So Ready Player One is a great one. But for me, back in the day, sorry, you know that I'm a back in the day person. The first and best VR that I saw was in Star Trek. And that will be forever embedded in my brain. Star Trek. They have made more current Star Treks, but that was the first for me. That's when I first saw all of those technology, all of that VR, going into different worlds, coming out of different worlds. And that was one of the best ones for me back in the days. And then one I have seen so far that they cannot beat. And if you agree with me, say yes. If you don't agree with me, say no. The Matrix. The Matrix. Matrix. Come on, guys. Have you ever seen The Matrix? Let me know if you've seen The Matrix. That was the best for me. And it's the first one, Matrix, the first installment, the first movie. Okay, we're not talking about just a movie, Dada. We're talking about virtual reality, movies in with virtual reality. Yeah, so find some movies with virtual reality in there for me, DB, and let's discuss it. So The Matrix for me was one of the best because they have different worlds collapsing into different worlds, and it's almost like you didn't know where the writer was going. You didn't know where the writer was going until you got there. And for me, when a movie gets you thinking, that's the best movie for me. Meaning you don't know what the end is gonna be because I watch so many movies. Normally, I can predict what the end result of that movie will be. But if the writer twists the whole what it twists and turns and it's almost like you don't know what's gonna happen next. And for me, when that happened, the first movie that I watched that happened in, and I could not stop watching, it was The Matrix. But if you, what was the first VR movie for you that gave you that sort of feeling wherein, oh my gosh, what's gonna happen next? What's gonna happen next? Oh my God, what's gonna happen next? And that was the first for me, The Matrix. I love the characters in The Matrix. That was one of the first one for me. And I never forget it. But the other installment of The Matrix was not as good for me. It wasn't as good for me. So if you have not watched The Matrix, you're in. You're in for it. You should watch The Matrix, trust. You should. Lawrence Fishburne, all of the big ones were in there. It actually was directed by Lana Wachowski, Lily Wachowski. What? Sorry, it kicked me off for a bit. So get all these movies in, please, guys. See, it's kicking me out because no one's talking. No one's talking. What movies are we thinking about? And at the moment, I'm thinking about The Matrix. What is the Matrix theory? Guys, you're not giving me any answers. I thought this was a good topic for you to relax. So at the moment, The Matrix, if you have not watched The Matrix, go watch The Matrix and then we can discuss that. We can discuss that off the live. But go watch The Matrix. It's the best thing. Beyond Cyberspace. What's that one? Let me Google it. Beyond Cyberspace. Beyond Cyberspace. Beyond Cyberspace. Beyond Cyber. Okay, I can't find. Is it just Beyond Cyberspace? Because I can't find it so much. I see a Beyond Lawnmower Man 2, Beyond Cyberspace. Okay, okay, I see it. Oh, I am gonna watch this tonight. Thank you for the recommendation, Rai. So I'm gonna watch this. I've not watched this one. Lawnmower Man 2 Beyond Cyberspace. I've not watched this one. I will watch it. Definitely. I will watch it. That's a good recommendation. Thank you guys. Great rec. So that's so as I can see here, it exists in so Job Matt Fewer, so his name is Job in the movie, exists as a malevolent. His consciousness in a virtual reality and seeks to discover the technology to hack into all the world's computer. Job contacts Peter, who had been a friend during the corporal existence. Let's read more. To assist him, but the young man realizes Job's evil intent. Peter calls for Benjamin, a brilliant computer engineer, to help toward scheme of world domination. So okay, it's most of these movies though, it's all about world domination. If you can see the trend, most of these are gonna be about world domination and what and someone's trying to take over the world and the star is gonna actually come and the star is gonna come and he's gonna just defeat the bad guy. Usually it's about that. But for me, what I think is that's why I love the Matrix, because even though the bad guy were bad guys, it was like, what's happening? Because at the end of the day, well, most movies that I've watched, because I've watched some movies where the star actually dies in the end, but most movies the star will not die. And as you get older, you will be like, oh my god, he's a star, he won't die. But it's not the fact that that he's a star, he won't die in the end. It's a fact. For me now, what I watch in movies, it's how the writer. I normally say, okay, let's see where the writer is going with this. This is what I normally say. Let's see where the writer is going with this. And if it's a good writer and a good director, I will be like, oh my God, I love this movie. Oh my God, I love this movie. And this is why I love it. And I will watch The Cell. Oh yes, that's a good one, SN. The Cell is a good one. The Cell. Official Gaming, thank you for coming. We're talking about virtual reality. Movies with virtual reality in there. So try and get me some movies with virtual reality, please. Thank you for coming. I can see everyone's coming in. So I will watch these movies, and because the older I get, I'll be like, okay, the star won't die, but let's see. Someone said Ready Player One already. Tima said Ready Player One already. So get me some more, official. Get me some more. Um, so I have seen so many movies. So I'll be like, okay, let's see. And sometimes I will kid around and I'll be like, why are you gonna make me fall? Kidding, silly joke. Anyways, most virtual reality I love because I love virtual reality movies. I love horror movies. Um, and I love magic movies with magic because Jumanji is a great one. Jumanji is a great one. Because why I love virtual reality magic and horror is because it's far from reality. I always joke around and I always say, you know what? I'm gonna watch a movie because what's going on in real life is scarier than movies. I know what's going on in real life is so much scarier than what's in the movies. Even though sometimes what's in the movies, it's what's going on in the real world. I love Jumanji. I love the latest installment of Jumanji where they all kind of fell into different bodies. I love that one with The Rock and Kevin Hart. That I've watched that movie. Oh, I said the Matrix already. Official. I said the Matrix already. I said the Matrix already. But let's discuss Jumanji, guys. Jumanji is a awesome movie. Jumanji, it's set in two worlds, isn't it? So they come through a game, a Jumanji game. They start the game and they ended up in a different world. Yes, so this is hence virtual reality. They're into this world, but everything seems different in it. So Jumanji, the latest installment, is one of the best for me. And this is what I'm talking about. Some movies through the years I've seen wherein, like, when they go to episode 1, 2, and 3, once they start adding the 2 and the 3s on it turns into another movie, or it's not as good as the first one. And for me, Matrix was that movie. Matrix was that movie. Do you agree? Um, do you agree, guys? Matrix was that movie for me. For me, The Matrix, guys, you need to be dropping information in this. Find out some movies. Thank you, official. Thank you. Find some movies. Put it in there. Recommend some movies. Rai just gave me one. I'm gonna watch that tonight. I watched one last night. I think it was some space scrapers. I'm gonna find out the name. I'm gonna let you know. Horror movies are boring. They're boring nowadays. Actually, I've not seen a good horror movie for a while now. You are right, Zeph. That's why virtual reality are the best. For me at the moment, I don't know if it's because I'm into tech, but for me now, virtual reality games are the best because they take you into different worlds. I'm into all three actually. I'm into virtual reality, magic, and I'm also into to horror. But I love horror movies, but I haven't seen one really, really good one of late. But yeah, they are like at the moment. But the Matrix, as I was saying, for me, the Matrix, the first installment was good, and then the second and the third, it just went downhill. The but Jumanji, Jumanji for me, the latest installment was really good as well. Yeah, I like it, but the latest one, Jumanji, it was really good. The latest Jumanji was really good because how they did that, wherein they dropped into different bodies, and then you have a man playing a girl and a girl playing a man, and it was awesome. I really liked it. If you've not seen Jumanji, go see Jumanji. Excellent VR in Jumanji. If you've not seen the first installment of The Matrix, go watch it. It's great. And I am gonna watch Lawn Mower Man 2 Beyond the Cyberspace because Rai recommended it for me. I see you. I see you. I see you. I see you. Official Gaming, you say you like both of them. I know you like both of them. Great, 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 great stuff. Also, I am gonna wrap this up soon because we need to go do some work. So if you have any recommendation, Ghost of Wars and The Signal are good movies. Is it Ghost of Wars or Ghost Wars? So that I can watch it. And then we can discuss it. Is it Ghost of War or Ghost Wars? Okay, so guys, I am gonna be setting up. I don't see BB on here. BB, give me something. Tell me. What movies? I know some people aren't into movies, but trust me, I love movies because movies takes me into another reality, and I need to be most of the times what's going on now in the world with this lockdown and this isolation. I need something to take me away. So I am into movies. I absolutely love movies. I just totally love movies. So, guys, while you're on here, I'm gonna be sending out a link. Please recommend. Oh, you watch action movies, but guess what, BB? You watch action movies, but most action movies have VR in there. You know? If you understand what VR is, most action movies they do have VR in it. Like for example, what's that movie? Most of the movies they're action. And what do you mean by action? Because when you say action movies, drop in there what action movies you're talking about. Tell me what action movies you're talking about in the comments. If you tell me what action movies, I will tell you. I will say I will let you know whether or not. Sorry, I'm setting up for the Zoom as well in the meantime. So you'll be getting a tell me one of the action movies. Recommend some movies to me, guys, because I'm at home. Of course, Ghost in the Shell is has a lot of VR in there. Come on, girl. You know. You know Ghost in the Shell has a lot of VR in there. So so what I'm saying, sometimes people think VR, but they don't think of virtual reality as being in that movie. But most of the time, virtual reality is driving that movie actually. It might not be in the movie itself, but in the on set, you'll have a lot of simulation. you're gonna be using your blue screen. They're gonna be using blue screen to actually sorry, I'm kind of setting up as well as I go. So they're using blue screen. They use blue screen to generate all that virtual reality. But we are gonna go into tell me if I'm wrong, add more stuff to it. I'm sending out Zoom now to people. I wanna stay. Ryan should get one. Fatia should get. Ooh. Okay, so yes, guys, come on, drop some movies in there before we end it. We're ending it soon. Drop some movies in it before we end it. So far I've had let me read out the ones I've had. Guys, come on, this should be blowing up. I have Total Recall. I love Total Recall with Schwarzenegger. The best, and then you have Lawnmower Man 2, Beyond Cyberspace. That's an excellent one. The Cell is a really good one. Ready Player One, two people said that one. I've watched it as well. I'm gonna watch it again. I do that. Ghost Wars and Signal. Um, Terrorizer. Okay, let's I'll Google that in a bit. Let me just send this out to people so you can come in when you finish. Okay, so I'm sending this. Awesome, guys. Awesome, awesome, awesome. So I'm sending out the Zoom now for everyone. Terrorizer. I am gonna see that one. But guys, come on, tell me some more, please. Okay, so I'm gonna wrap it up. So virtual reality is a simulation using technology to to simulate a real life situation. Yeah. So it gives you an environment that looks like the real thing, and it's normally driven by technology. We've also spoken about some of the different types of job roles that would involve using simulation, and some people say we did say if you're gonna be a Formula One racer. You're watching series right now. Okay, cool. I'm gonna look up Terrorizer. So we have if you're gonna be a pilot, an airplane pilot, and submarine, if you're gonna be in submarine, the Navy, and the Army, sometimes they use a lot of simulation. So most of these most of these are what we're looking into. So I'm gonna end it now, and then we or movies. For me, the top movie that I haven't seen any of the greats yet that got me thinking like that, and it was The Matrix, the first installment. I do love Jumanji. I love all the installments of Jumanji. Um, Ghost Wars. I am gonna kind of look into that. And also this Ready Player is a very good one. We also discussed Tron. Tron is a very good one. I watched that one as well. I was watching one last night and it was very good as well. It's called Space. If I'm wrong, correct me. I am gonna end it in 5 minutes. So in that 5 minutes that you have, drop me some movies. Come on, guys, drop me some movies. Movies, please. Give me some recommendation. I need some movies. Okay, I am gonna end it. I think some people are coming in at the moment. Let me let them in. So let's continue. If you're here, that's awesome. If you're on YouTube, that's awesome as well. So let's finish this up. Tell us some of the movies that you're into, some of the movies that have virtual reality in it, if you're into virtual reality, and even some of the movies that you think they're not virtual, the theme is of the movie is not VR. There is a lot of VR that will be probably used in the production of the movie. So let us know. BB, if you're on the, let's see, can you jump over to the Zoom and put the link of the Zoom in the WhatsApp group for us, please? Okay, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna put out a poll. I'm gonna ask you what topics you want to discuss next week. Good morning, Miss. Um, what topics you want us to discuss? Because I want us to kind of get a break as well from our daily technology thing, work thing. So that's why I wanted it to be more relaxed today, thinking about different movies. So tell us what other topics you would like us to discuss. Drop some topics and I will look into them and I will recommend them for you. I will have a look into it and I will see if we can discuss those topics in the next um, live. Yes? Miss, I'm just going to give you. Can you let people in for me, please, Miss? Just type it in the chat. Can you let people in for me as well, please? Like, subscribe, and share me out. Okay, so thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much. I am ending and I'm gonna count it down for us. When it goes to 10 seconds, I am gonna count it down and I'm ending this live on here. So for the movies that are in your head, for the movies that have stuck with you so far, for the movies that you think you would need another installment to decide your mind on. For me, yes, he did. He did the live. So now I've sent this out, so he should be coming in soon. Yes. So we're ending in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.